Welcome back to More Than Gardening. I am out here with my broccoli bed. This is one of two beds that I have. I've got this one here, I've got lettuce behind me, and then not sure if you can quite see it, but there's a third bed along this fence line, which is the second bed of broccoli. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I was not planning on filming today at all, but I came out here this morning and was looking at my broccoli. Well, actually, I'll give credit where credit is due. Dylan got up early this morning and checked out this broccoli, and he came in and was like, you might want to go look at your broccoli. Things are looking different out there. And I was like, okay. And I have been telling him the last few days that I was worried about the heat we're having and worried about them bolting. It was in the 90s yesterday. It's gonna be the 90s today. It's gonna be the 90s, I think the next 2 or 3 days. And then after that, it's like all 80s. So basically it's gonna be really, really hot here in Michigan. And broccoli is a cool weather crop. It does not like the heat. As soon as it starts getting really warm, it starts to bolt or go to flower, which at that point, it's not really where you want it to be in order to eat it. So because the broccoli is starting to get to that point, it's time to harvest it today. A little earlier than I wanted to. I think I'm starting to get a little greedy. I have good sized broccoli if I just think about it logically. Like, this is pretty good. It's my first year, but I'm a little disappointed in some of them. I thought I was gonna do a little bit better, but can't really control the fact that it's getting so hot right now. So I gotta be thankful for what I have. I'll show you guys what it's looking like right now. I've got a couple that are really big, about the size of my hand or so. And then I've got a few more that are smaller. I've got a couple in that back bed that are really tiny. The plants only just started putting on broccoli heads, so I'm gonna leave those. But pretty much everything else is gonna come out today because they're starting to bolt. The little buds on the top of broccoli, all those little florets are mini flowers, and they are starting to show signs of opening up. And once that happens, they're just not good anymore. They're not good to eat. So I've got to get them out now. Even if I left them and they didn't bolt over the next couple of days, which they're pretty much going to because they're already starting to open up. But even if I didn't, they're not gonna get much bigger in this heat. So this is the optimal time to get them out of the garden, and that's what I'm gonna do today. And I wanna show you what this harvest looks like. So I'm gonna start with this one here because this is my biggest one and it's showing the most signs of bolting, and I'm just excited about it the most because it's the biggest one. I don't really know the best knife to use. I'm gonna be honest. I watched a ton of videos before I came out here on how to harvest broccoli, and everyone was using these big knives. Dylan gave me this buck knife. I'm a little nervous, looking kind of crazy. Probably shouldn't flash that in front of the camera too much on YouTube. I'm gonna get like blacklisted or something. But all I'm gonna do is chop the broccoli head off. I don't know how else to say it. There are some side shoots starting to form here on the side. I'm not sure if you can quite see them. They're really small. I think those are gonna keep growing. So, wow, it's really windy today. Well, thankfully, because it's like already 90 degrees, so I'm not gonna complain about the wind. But these side shoots, I want those to keep growing. I think they're gonna be just fine in this heat because they're so small and so new. But what I'm gonna do for this plant is I'm just gonna take my knife, and right above those side shoots, I'm going to cut this at an angle. And oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm scared though. Oh, did we get it? Ugh. Okay, I didn't quite. Okay, we'll put that down. Nice. Look at that. That's a nice little broccoli head. It's about my hand-ish. It's nice and firm. It is starting to get a little loose on these outside florets, which those are the ones that are really starting to open. But I mean, this is dinner tonight. I'm really excited about this. I will be leaving this plant. Like I said, I've got 2 little side shoots in here that I think are gonna keep on growing. But I think I'm gonna move on now to this back one and just do the same exact thing. This one's so much smaller. I can't get greedy. I have to be thankful for what the garden gave me this season. So I'm just gonna take my knife, chop it across, and good. This is a nice sized one. This is another good one. I'm happy with this. And honestly, this smells so good. I feel like even if you didn't like broccoli normally, like you would probably enjoy this because it smells so, so fresh. Wow. I'm super, super excited about this one. I'm just gonna keep going down this line. As I'm doing this, I'm in my head of like, how many do I leave to get bigger and how many do I cut? Because some of these are so small. Like this one, I think you can see here is pretty small. Is it opening? It's like, I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna leave that one as like, one, it's small, two, it's a little experiment to see in this heat that keeps going. This one's like medium size and it's starting to open. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cut this one. This is like a decent size one. It's like, show with my hand again. Pretty good sized broccoli. I mean, can't complain. This one I'm leaving. This one back here, I think you can see it. Yeah, you can. It's so little. I don't know. It's like, oh, what do I do with you? I'm gonna leave that one too. So I'm gonna leave these two. This one, I'm gonna go ahead and cut because it's opening up. So this one's gonna get cut. And this one looks, this one's probably opening up the most, honestly. And I don't know why that would be, but let me show you what I mean by opening up. You see how it's like yellowing a lot, and then these side ones, it's like all these tiny flowers are starting to open, and it's still firm, like up here it's nice and firm, but down here it's getting soft. So this one, again, good size, but it's had to be harvested. I'll show you again what I've got so far. If I can organize my little box. One thing I don't have is like a cool harvest basket. Probably should get one. I'm just using this old box from Ball that had canning jars in it, but so far so good. We've got a nice little harvest, so let's check on the other bed now. These ones in this bed are definitely a lot smaller. They've been smaller all season. I think I planted that first bed first when I planted the broccoli, so the best and biggest seedlings went in first, and then kind of the rest just went in here. So I've got this one back here, which is barely forming a head, so that's got to stay. This one here, same situation, barely forming a head, so this needs to stay. And then this one back here is the one that just started getting some good growth on it. They probably won't even form a head this year, but I'm gonna leave those two. But these three up here, these three are gonna get harvested right now. They are opening up again. The little yellow flowers are starting to form, and I've got to process all those other ones from the other bed, so I might as well get these ones out too. I'm gonna go in with my big bed buck knife, chop this off, and look, not bad. This one's about, for doing the same hand comparison, this one here was my big dog, so you can kind of see the difference. This one's definitely bigger, but still a nice little head of broccoli. I'm cool with that one. Happy with that. Let's get this one back here. Same thing, chop, chop, chop. Nice one here too. A little smaller. We're getting smaller as we go. That's okay. And then this last one, see if I can even reach it. Let's go here. Whew. About the same size as that last one. Looking good, about the size of my hand. So these greens here, you can eat these greens, or so I've been told. I've never done it. This is a brassica, so it's probably very similar, if I had to guess, to kale. I'm not gonna pull any right now to eat or anything because I wanna leave these again to see if they grow side shoots. So for now, these are gonna stay maybe in like a week or so, or a couple weeks, I don't know. I gotta do more research on like how you actually eat these, like if it's with a salad, or you cook them or what, but I should try these this year. If you've ever tried the broccoli leaves, let me know in the comments what they taste like, or how you prepare them, or how you eat them, because I do think that would be pretty cool. Here's the final haul. Here's, what do I have, 7 of them? That's not bad. I mean, we're gonna probably eat that big one tonight because I'm excited, and then the rest of these this week, and maybe I'll share some with family. And if we have any extra, I'll freeze them, but not bad for a first year. And again, I've still got, where is it? I've still got this one and this one. Probably not this one, but maybe, but we'll see. I still have a few that could show me a little bit of something this year still. But overall, very happy. One more quick thing I'm gonna do while I'm out here to keep this fun harvest going is I've got all this romaine here. I've already harvested this 3 or 4 times. It's doing really well this season. This is gonna be a staple from now on. I wanna get some more of this out because just like the broccoli, it's a cool weather crop, and it's probably gonna be bolting soon here in the sun, and it's just gonna get so hot these next few days. I don't know how much longer I have this, so I'm gonna harvest this so I have a little bit for dinner tonight to go with that broccoli. And I have found this season the best way to harvest this romaine to keep it coming back super full is just taking those big outside leaves. I did an experiment probably about a month ago at this point where I tried taking the outside leaves of some and then I cut like 2 inches above the stem for others. And the ones where I cut 2 inches above the stem, I think this is one here. This might be one too. I think this is one too, but definitely this one. These ones still grew back. Like you can see that they look great, but the ones where I took just the outside grew back faster. And I feel like the leaves are a little bigger, and I think the plant just looks a little better overall too. So that's my recommendation for harvesting these. So I'm just gonna keep going through all of these, pulling those outside leaves. And I'm gonna take a lot of the plant because honestly, with this heat coming in, this might be my last opportunity. I'm shocked that I've had it for so long. I mean, what is it today? It's June 22nd. Yeah, because yesterday was the first day of summer. So it's nice to still have lettuce in June. I guess that's one perk of that crazy kind of cold start we've had to summer. Ooh, I almost snagged my little snapdragon behind here. Can't do that. But I mean, this is already starting to feel kind of flimsy in this heat. It's really best, what time is it? It's probably about 10-ish right now. It's best to harvest lettuce in the morning when it's still kind of crisp outside. Honestly, it's been like 80 degrees since 6 a.m. So it didn't really matter what time I came out here today. This was gonna be a little flimsy, but even if it is not quite like so firm and crunchy when you're harvesting it, I have found that as long as once you take it inside, I just wash it, chop it up, and then let it sit in some ice cold water for a few minutes and then put it in the fridge. That seems to help a lot, and it firms up just as much as you need it to by the time you're gonna eat it for lunch or dinner that day. So even though it's 80 something right now, I'm just gonna keep on pulling these leaves and getting the last of today's little spring harvest. It's so exciting to actually be sharing a harvest here because all I've done is really plant seeds, build stuff in this garden, show you tours, complain about the weather. I haven't been able to show like a really cool harvest, and it's exciting because it's like literally all that work coming to life. Or what is that saying? Oh, it's like all the hard work paying off. Yeah, geez. I'm gonna blame that one on pregnancy brain. Okay, this is a lot. Wow. I'm just gonna keep on going. I think that's it. I mean, check this out. This is, whoa, it's falling. This is a lot. And again, I don't have a cool harvest basket, so I use these plastic bowls because it's what I have. I'm gonna get a few more. Maybe this one. Oh, there's a lot of ants in this one. Ew, oh, it just splattered on me. Did you see that? Ugh, no, nasty. Ugh. Okay, whoa. I'm not gonna zoom in because that's nasty, but there's, oh my gosh. Okay, I am gonna show it. But here's your warning. If you don't like bugs or ants, fast forward. Look at this. Ew. Okay, do I leave it so the ants stay on this one? And this is like my trap plant now, so the ants don't spread to the other ones? Or do I pull it because that's the nastiest thing I've ever seen? I think I have to pull it. Oh, I don't want to touch it though, and I don't have gloves. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna do it. Oh, they're going on my hands. Okay, this is nasty. This has got to go to compost. Gross. Okay, sorry, moving on. That was absolutely disgusting. And now, I'm just gonna, because of that, I'm gonna take even more. I feel like that was a sign to say like, you're on your last bit with this romaine. So I'm just gonna take a couple more of these. Woo. And I think that'll be it. Dang, that was gross. Ugh, I hate bugs. Like, I love being outside, I love gardening, but bugs are just nasty. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's a nice little romaine lettuce harvest. Good enough for today. I'm very grateful for this. So here's a last look at what we got this morning. We got 2 bowls of romaine lettuce and then those 7 broccoli heads. Super grateful for the garden this morning and happy I was able to get these out before it gets too hot and before, you know, they totally go bad. So let me know if you've got any questions in the comments or advice on, again, what to do with these broccoli greens. I would love some recommendations. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more gardening content this season. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram at morethangardening, TikTok at morethangardening_. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.